Welcome to the third lesson of the Bonding, Structure and Properties of Matter topic. In this topic, the key questions are 1. What is metallic bonding? 2. What are the characteristics of metallic bonds? Key terms that you need to be familiar with. Metallic bonds, delocalized electrons. In today's lesson, we will talk about metallic bonding. The majority of the elements are metals. Metals have certain chemical and physical properties. The common feature of all metals is that they conduct electricity. It is only possible if there are freely moving charged particles inside the object. Metals are all solid at room temperature, apart from mercury, which means that they have solid crystal structures. Metal atoms can lose electrons easily, as the majority of them have 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons, electrons on the outer shell. When an object consists only of metal atoms, it will have numerous freely moving electrons. Task. Now please pause the video and describe the main differences between ionic and metallic bonds. Hint: think about the formation of ions in the two cases. Extension: what keeps the metal crystal together? Now let's discuss this in detail. We remember that ionic bonding happens between a metal and a non-metal atom. Metallic bond happens mainly between the same types of atoms. In ionic bonds, one atom is losing electrons and the other is gaining that electron. In metallic bonds, all the atoms lose electrons. Now, the question is, what happens to those electrons? It is clear from the image above that electrons are donated to the common electron sea. Therefore, they do not disappear, but all of the electrons will belong to all the atoms equally. This makes a strong interaction between the positively charged metal ions and the electrons. This is what we call metallic bonding. Task. Now please pause the video and think about the representations of covalent, ionic and metallic bonds. Hint: remember, bonds are always related to electron transfer. Extension: how could you represent bonding between molecules? The following image shows the representation of all the bonding plus the molecular bonding called intermolecular interaction. Covalent bond is a shared electron pair. Ionic bonding is an electrostatic attraction between oppositely charged ions. And metallic bonding is electrostatic attraction between freely moving electrons and positive metal ions. We'll talk about intermolecular forces later in this topic, but generally it is a weaker electrostatic attraction between a positively charged part of a molecule and a negatively charged part of another molecule.